Hello and welcome, everyone. We're so glad to have you here today for our weekly deep dive into OCI. For those of you that might be new to these events, we're hosted on Cloud Customer Connect, which is our Oracle community forum for end users. And I'll be sharing some resources for you that lead back to those forums. If you're not already a member, we invite you to join up, create a free account, join discussions, post questions, look for upcoming events on all kinds of topics. My name is Kenna Kettrick. I'm a program manager with the OCI go-to-market team. And today I'm joined by OCI Principal Product Manager Jeff Shuey, as well as some special guests from Sesame Software, Cole Newell, Partner Success Manager, and William Dubberly, Director of Product Architecture. They're going to walk us through Sesame's relational junction on OCI, including a demo of how this can save you time and make your data more efficient. I think that's about enough for me. So Jeff, go ahead and let's kick it off.
Okay, well, thanks, Kenna. Thanks for the intro, and thanks for the correction on which screen was showing. So sometimes you pick the wrong one.
Anytime.
Okay, well, thanks everyone for joining. My name is Jeff Shuey. My name and contact information is on the screen. I'm always happy to answer questions about how to do more and partner more with Oracle. Today, I'm going to be pretty brief. I'm going to talk about what the Oracle Cloud Marketplace is and talk about partners, but I'm going to try and get to the reason why we're here to hear more from our partner Sesame Software. But let me quickly kick off and talk about the marketplace. And if it wants to go forward, there it goes. Nope, went too far. Sorry, let's try that one more time. I want to talk about the Oracle Cloud Marketplace. And so the quick overview of it is it's an online store. And if you've used any kind of marketplace before, you probably are familiar with what they are. There's hundreds of applications out there with a lot of different partners that have different kinds of solutions. I'll jump into those in just a second. But basically what it is, it's a place where about 400,000+ of our customers and about 20,000 of our sellers look for solutions from partners to solve business and technical challenges. I won't go into a bunch of the details here. The link at the bottom you can go to and find more information. And I certainly encourage people to look for solutions on the marketplace. And I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the examples you can see on the marketplace. I'm not going to go through every possible partner here because we're here to talk specifically about Sesame Software. But if you're looking for blockchain, or if you're looking for the ability to do even things like Spark emulation or AI and machine learning or disaster recovery, or even if you want to run things like Microsoft SQL Server or SharePoint on top of OCI, we've got partners that do that. And I certainly encourage you to look for solutions on the marketplace. And of course, if you have questions, either ask your sales counterparts or maybe even your technical counterparts, because they might have a specific need or a place to look. But today, we're going to focus on Sesame Software and their data warehouse and integration and migration tools. And let me go to one last slide from me. And just from a quick overview and introduction, Sesame Software has been a longtime partner. I've worked with them for quite a while now, and I'm super happy to have them on this webcast today. But one of the things that they've done is they've built their solutions to optimize Oracle products. And they've got 5 listings on the OCI marketplace, which I was just showing you a minute ago. They have both paid and BYOL listings. Paid meaning as an end customer, you can consume your universal credits or buy them directly on the marketplace, and BYOL means bring your own license. So if you already have Sesame Software licenses, you can use those in conjunction with the solution that you deploy directly from the OCI marketplace. There's a couple of back details for you. There's a blog post that was written by Chris Duarte of Sesame Software, and you can obviously, the link is there. And there's also a solution reference architecture, so you can see how the Sesame Software product integrates and operates within the OCI environment. The Relational Junction product, you'll hear more about that today. There's a dedicated page on the Sesame Software site, so it's the sesamesoftware.com/Oracle, so you can go directly to find more information there. And that's my brief introduction. I'd like to hand it over to the Sesame Software team now, and I will hand it to, I'm not sure if it's William or Cole.
It is me, Jeff. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So thanks again, Jeff, for that introduction. And we're going to dive more into what Relational Junction does and learning more about our partnership with Oracle. So again, we wanted to thank everybody for being here to learn more how you can start your time to value with our offering Relational Junction. We will be discussing how easy it is to deploy OCI and Relational Junction directly from the Oracle Cloud Marketplace and have your data moving in just minutes. So the Relational Junction Data Management Platform. We have core capabilities that make up Relational Junction's data management offering. As you see, it is a multifaceted solution and can handle a wide range of use cases. Starting with the data warehouse, Relational Junction's reporting data warehouse can connect to the business intelligence tool of your choice for advanced reporting, such as Oracle Analytics Cloud. Moving on to the data lakehouse, Relational Junction provides the foundation for a cost-effective, highly scalable lakehouse to support all types of data workloads. With replication, Relational Junction gives you the flexibility to replicate your data between a wide variety of sources and targets, and also maintains a perfect replica of your data with zero maintenance. With a high volume data connectors, our solution allows you to connect and also integrate your data with any solution such as databases, ERP, CRM systems, and custom applications. Moving over to lift and shift, this is powered by automation and security. Relational Junction provides seamless migration of your applications, data, and workloads to a cloud-based environment such as the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure or the OCI. So you'll see a poll question just pop up on your screen. Now, Relational Junction for Oracle. Relational Junction is OCI certified. So it has been recognized by Oracle as a groundbreaking solution that supports critical data management and analytics use cases. Relational Junction is the top data ingestion tool within the Oracle Lakehouse partner ecosystem, allowing customers to bring data from various sources to their data warehouse, data lake, or lakehouse in just a few minutes. Now, data teams are provided with full data visibility and accelerated insights, and will no longer need to rely on limited data or their instinct for critical business decisions. With multi-threaded data ingestion and automated data syncs, your data moves at the fastest possible speed and is continuously updated, removing barriers such as manual processes. Customers can also leverage automation to help reduce cost and eliminate complexity. So let's take a quick look at the key benefits of using Relational Junction and compare it to what it is like to move workloads without our offering. So without using Relational Junction, it is a months-long, labor-intensive build process. By doing that, the customer spends more on the design and build process than on the BI platform itself. That proof of concept takes weeks and months with other solutions, slowing your time to value. By using Relational Junction, your setup will just take minutes, not months, and by using that Oracle Cloud Marketplace listings, it is a quick, easy click and load deployment model. By doing that, the customer saves time, money, with instant implementation and easily integrates with any BI platform. With all those combined, that's results delivered. Brings data into the OCI, ADW, OAC, Oracle databases, and others in just minutes, speeding up your time to value, which is the key. So why is it so important to migrate to the cloud? Whether you're moving existing data or building a new cloud data warehouse or data lake from scratch, migrating to the cloud leverages the inherent benefits of cloud computing. So a few examples like fast provisioning, infinite scalability, reduced infrastructure and IT cost, seamless upgrades, and enhanced security. With Oracle and Sesame combined, you're provided with a robust cloud strategy, ensuring seamless workload migration and complete manageability of cloud environments. So how can you get Relational Junction? What are some ways that you can purchase Relational Junction? Well, of course, on Oracle Cloud Marketplace, we have a full range of listings ranging with a standard model, enterprise model, and a bring your own license model, starting with the standard. The standard model allows you to connect up to 4 technologies. So we do have our Relational Junction Data Warehouse Builder, the Integration Builder, which is a fully integrated ETL tool for clients who want a consolidated solution experience, and then also a standard suite, which is the Data Warehouse Builder, also included with the Integration Builder, and those will connect up to 4 technologies. With the enterprise model, those are 5 or more technologies. We also have a Data Warehouse Builder that's enterprise, an Integration Builder, and then the suite, which will be both of those combined, where you actually will have 5 or more technologies to connect to. We also have that bring your own license model. This is where the customer obtains Relational Junction from the Oracle Cloud Marketplace, but purchase the license directly from Sesame. So it is very ideal for non-US customers. And for those, it's a way that you can tailor the BYO option to your company's needs. So Sesame has helped many customers deploy directly from the marketplace. For example, we have CalAmp, who is an entirely brand new customer of Oracle. They were actually able to deploy directly from the Oracle Cloud Marketplace, install, connect, and move multiple applications within an hour of implementation. By doing that, Relational Junction was able to connect Oracle Fusion, NetSuite, and Salesforce into ADW. So it was a very quick process for CalAmp, who was very pleased. Hamid has said, with help from Sesame, we were able to install Relational Junction through the Oracle Cloud Marketplace and configure the application in less than an hour. So very quickly that we were able to get that going for them. So next, I'm going to pass it over to William Deverly. William is our Director of Product Architecture, who has been with Sesame for 13 years. He also co-holds 9 of the 13 patents for RJ, and he's going to go through a full demo with you. And any questions you may have, you're more than welcome to throw it into the Q&A down below, and we'll also be answering live questions at the end.
Thank you, Cole. Like Cole said, my name is William Deverly, and I have been here for quite a while. Started as a baby programmer and have worked up to where I'm at now as an architect for the product. Rick Bannister and I have invented quite a few options for this, and we have a whole patent for it. Now, one of the basic tenets of our product is to keep it simple. Use the least amount of information to get the most bang for your buck. So how we do that is we say, okay, I want to take a source and a target and then put them together and just use those information and recreate it. Now, a lot of times you do that by doing some investigation. You create the target based on what you think the business need is, and you do some transforms and a lot of things in between. What we do is we took that transformation out. So we go from one to the other, text for text, date for date, number for number. If it's a table called Bob in the source, it'll be a table called Bob in the target. If it's a field called Jane, it's going to be a field called Jane in the target. And so that allows us to programmatically look at any additional changes that you may make in the source. So let's look at how that happens. We're going to show you Snowflake today. And so we're going to start with the target, which is the ADW target. And it's really basic information, service name, schema, user, password, wallet location. And that's it. That makes that connection to that schema. The schema is currently empty. Then we have, then we go to the source. No, that's a jump. Okay. We're going to go to the source, which is Snowflake. And again, basic information: host, database, schema, port, username, password. All of these things are, your basic information that you need to get. Now, no matter what you do, these are pieces of information you have to start with. Now, if you're doing it through, a normal, ETL mapping needs, this is where your work really starts. With us, it becomes very easy. So what we do is we say, okay, we have those two pieces, we're going to put them together and run a job. And that job is very simple. It's a standard command. And when we do that command, we're going to go up and look at the structure, doing a metadata call on that source, and recreate the tables based upon what we see there. And then once we do that, then we start loading data. So we have this option here allows me to do that against multiple tables at the exact same time. All right. And so I would just cancel here and just save and run and confirm. And what that's doing is it's now going to look at the source and make sure that, it's within the range of your license, whether you're enterprise or standard. And then it's going to start going up and it's going to create some metadata tables that house, when we ran last, what is the objects, what is, the field names, things of that nature. And then it's going to start building it. So what it's doing now is it's looking for data and it's going to be doing that. So while that's working, let's look at some of the other things that you can do. So what this is doing is doing a get global, but we can also take that information and say, okay, I just want a few tables, right? So if I go to here, this is the command or the configuration that's running right now. I hit refresh available objects. It will go up to the source and say, okay, I want to see what's available. And then I can say, well, I only want lead and opportunity to come down. I can add those and save that until it only get this. So you can tailor this to exactly what you need it to be. Now, that's not just the only way you can tailor it. You can go even further down and say, I want to only do records from account with type equal partner. And that would actually be in single quotes. So essentially, it's the where clause without the where. That's your filter. You can say, I want only fields A, B, and C. Or which will mean it will only get that. It will never find new things. It will never, update the tables or any of that, because we're getting exactly what you told us. Now, if you're looking at it from a perspective that you want to exclude, say, personal data, you can come down here, click this box, which will keep it from being even created, and then type A, comma, B, comma, C. And then it will not get those, but it will find anything that's new and bring that information down and create that schema. And we do that every time we look at the source. So we look at the source and says, okay, what do I have in my target? What's in the source? Okay, there's a new field in the source, and now we're going to put it in the target. Now, one of the things that we do is that update of the DDL. Here's what we don't do. We do not remove anything automatically. We have some commands that do it, but we do not remove it automatically. So for example, if the source had a field, Bob, and they deleted it, it's going to stay in the target. We just simply ignore it from that point forward. That gives you several advantages. One, it kind of reduces some of the risk of human error when you're trying to clean up your source, because you still have that data in the back end. The other thing that it does is it allows you to utilize that target for multiple processes. So for example, let's say you have a table and you want to add a field to it so that you can use it for maybe a front end. You don't have to worry about it breaking, because if it doesn't exist in the source, we simply ignore it. So you can change the data model or add to it as you see fit, as long as you don't mess with the ones that were built by our product. The other thing about our software is, well, let's see, look here, while we were talking, Snowflake was done in about 2 minutes. But we can also do incrementals. We can go, like, for example, and we can run all of these simultaneously. So I'm going to go ahead and just kick off all of these, confirm. And what that does is that allows you to do multiple projects all built within the same system. So, you can have different business units going for different things. You can have, as you can tell, we have different sources that you can connect to. And that is that's as hard as it gets. We like to keep it simple, that KISS method. I'm ex-military, so there's another little S on the end of that. So what we do is the whole concept is we want to keep it simple, but we encourage you to ask questions. As a customer, we say, okay, if you have any questions or, what if, or anything, we encourage you to ask, because we believe that the more you know about the product, the more comfortable you'll be, the more successful. And at the end of the day, your success at what you're trying to do is what we're trying to accomplish. That's how we determine our own success. And that is the end of the demo presentation. If you would like to see further demonstrations and to specifics, we encourage you to contact Cole and your Oracle representative, and we will do some demos and POCs specifically generated for you. Now we're at the Q&A portion of the process. Any questions?
All right, we can take a moment for folks to put questions in the Q&A if they have them. I don't know if there are any sort of usual questions that folks tend to ask with that demo, or sort of other ways to get started. I have shared some resources, and I know that Crystal has shared some resources as well for reaching out to folks. But it looks like we got a question down there if we want to pull that up. They're asking about transferring Azure Data Lake to Oracle Data Lake. Is that something that this can help with?
Right. Essentially, what we look at is we have a connector that connects to Azure, and then we'll pull it into either your ADW, ATP, or JSON, or even object storage. It depends on your use case.
Excellent.
We do connect to multiple Oracle SaaS systems. We also connect to Salesforce and NetSuite, and we can connect to Redshift and a lot of different systems out there. So, I mean, we're designed to move that data and get it done. The upside to what we also do is, typical bulk processes will cause either a drain on resources, or you have to shut it down altogether to export data, for example. And what we do is minimal impact on the target, so they can continue to utilize that system while we're moving that data. So there's no downtime on the source system. And our software is pre-configured so that it doesn't put a drain on the system. But if you have other high workloads, you can actually take it down and, kind of adjust those needs.
Excellent. All right.
So
Well,
William, I want to throw
Go
a
ahead,
comment.
Jeff.
So William, you showed how easy it is to use relational junction, and I don't know if you want to elaborate on that a little bit more about what it takes for a person to skill up on the use of relational junction, and what typical type of user or technical person at the customer site would use it.
Right. Well, you would have the easiest thing in the world is installing it in OCI. I mean, it's quick, easy, and you walk right through it. Scaling up, adding a new technology is as simple as clicking on the template and saying, okay, give me the information. Typical user are low to middle technology for their typical user, because it's basically, if you know how to type get global or get parallel global, you're going to do 90% of the workload. There are some aspects that you can go deep into the weeds with, kind of what I was alluding to, where you can mix and match, what you pull down, where it goes. So you can get up to, that's where I'm saying the mid-level. I'm one of those people that I know enough SQL to be extremely dangerous, what I call a Google DBA. And that's basically my skill level, and I can do a lot with it. Anybody that can go to YouTube University can use our software easy.
Okay, that's good. That helps. And of course, obviously, I like it that you can install it directly from OCI right on the marketplace.
Exactly.
Have a great rest of your day. Thanks, everybody.